Yeah.
We don't have any scenes together. He comes much later, after I'm gone from the world. Good for him. So yeah.
She's always in my dreams.
Good, keep it that way.
She can play his mother.
I play his mother.
I think we're running short of time, so one more final question from the audience.
Yeah, that'll be here. Sorry. Good afternoon, you guys. Again, thank you so much for bringing us this presentation and also your presence. I have two questions, in fact, one for Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, you mentioned during the beginning of this event, this movie shooting in Pondy was a breeze for you, but it also was your most difficult project. What would you say is the most difficult part about making this movie? And my second question goes to Irfan. Irfan, you've also worked in Slumdog Millionaire, another international movie with the Indian subject. How do you think this movie matches up to that movie, and also do you think it's a new trend to take Indian subjects towards the international market?
I said it's the most difficult movie I made, but that has nothing to do with India. This is the easy part. We start out shooting here, then we went to Taiwan, to abandoned airport in Taichung, the third largest city in Taiwan. So we converted all the hangars, the airplane hangars, into shooting stages, and we built this wave tank that was never been built before. I invented it to accommodate the simulation of the Pacific Ocean, open sea. And then we turn the terminal into our facilities and offices. So that part, the ocean part, is difficult. Shooting here, we had the best crew. I really remember. And because 3D, we're very careful. It's the beginning of shooting 3D. So we aim at 6 or 7 shots a day. So that was kind of easy. So, I got hooked onto the masala tea. Like every 10 minutes, somebody would put masala tea. And the crew is really warm, very efficient, as good as anybody. So actually, shooting here was really easy. It's quite breezy, and for 2-3 weeks, it's all bright days, no rainy days. We came in before it gets hot, January. So this is all very nice here. But the ocean part, the digital part, the editing part is really difficult, because the third act is really hard to come about. It's really it's a big movie. I have to make it like a mainstream movie, but the end is really philosophical. It's sort of pull the rock under your feet, and then expect the audience to come back in. So that's a tall order. Cinematically very difficult.
I think when you do a film, when you try to tell a story, you don't have a reference that we have to match up to that or this. And I think human beings, we have a tendency to make everything into a kind of formula. We haven't, we haven't really made so many films. We have just, Slumdog Millionaire was, earlier film which got so much attention. And this is the second film which is, in its scale, is much bigger. But I don't think we should fall into the trap of comparing any film with the other. It's a thing which has to do with heart. It's not calculation. Calculation is on a different level. How do you deal technically, this film, how to put across this story. When I was watching this trailer, I was just wondering that actually everybody, us, we are in the middle of ocean of this universe. We have been thrown into the deepest spot on the earth, in the sea, and we don't know how to row a boat. We don't know how to reach our destination. We don't know our destination, and and it needs a story or a poetry or a film to make you realize your own condition. So I don't think we can compare that, and I know the potential of this film. I'm just talking about India. I think the coming generation, the way they will be inspired by these films which are being made, about Indians, and it has something to do with India. I think we really need our storytellers to come to that standard where, you know, the storytelling, the medium, film medium becomes a universal. They have a language which can strike anywhere, which can be understood by anybody in the world. We still need to work towards that. You know, the kind of films we are making, they have a uniqueness, but still we need to crack a language which can, you know, which can be understood by anywhere in the world, not just by NRIs. You know.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The world, not just in India, it's being treated as one of our year-end tentpoles, starting from Thanksgiving in the US through to early January in the States. In India, it's going out in 4 different languages. In its original version, of course, in Hindi, in Tamil, and in Telugu. It's certainly going to be our widest 3D release ever. Around the world, we've got dates lined up for it, including in China, starting through from November until early January. It is really a big film for this time of the year. In a number of languages around the world, subtitling and dubbing depending upon the nature of the marketplace, both in some countries.